Catherine from Silence Flavors. I have a special guest today that's on this channel. He's gonna be making a spaghetti sauce. This is my dad's Phil. He's gonna do the recipe for you, so you guys can see how to make this.
Okay, so we're ready now?
Yep.
Okay, to start with the spaghetti sauce, you need 2 cans of paste, okay, small cans, and 1 can of puree. When you put it together, you're going to use the 2 cans and put water in them. So, and then dump it into the sauce, add a little sugar, a little salt, a little Parmesan and Romano cheese, a little salt and pepper, a little salt, no pepper, unless you want it hot. And then you let it boil up a little bit, get it stirred in, and let it simmer a little bit, and you end up with a homemade spaghetti sauce that actually is served in all restaurants across the United States.
Sounds delicious, guys. Can't wait.
Not the way I want to.
All right, guys. To the pot, we added the tomato puree, the 2 cans of tomato paste, oregano. Now we're gonna add the sugar in there. All right. About that
2
much.
teaspoons.
Okay, 2 teaspoons.
That is 2 teaspoons.
Okay.
Salt.
We're gonna add some salt in there.
Yeah, we'll put water. And then this one.
Black pepper.
Don't need the pepper.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this a stir.
We're not done yet. Now we can put a little bit of heat on.
Okay, now we're gonna turn the stove on. We did this with no heat at all. We didn't turn the stove on. So now after putting all the ingredients together, we're putting the stove on a small amount of heat, like on low. Now we're gonna add the Parmesan cheese. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Parmesan
Romano.
and Romano. That looks good. That looks really good. Gonna give this a good stir, get everything incorporated.
I'm gonna cover it and let it heat up a little.
All right, guys, that's it. We're gonna show you the next step.
Okay, what we're gonna make now is we're gonna make the stuffing that goes inside the stuffed peppers. The meal that we're making is Italian stuffed peppers mixed with chopped meat, rice, mozzarella cheese, a little Parmesan Romano, a little oregano, and some rice that gets added to the chopped meat. It's made and mixed raw and then put inside the cut stuffed peppers. You cut the top off of your stuffed peppers and then stuff the stuffing inside of the meat mixture, and then you bake it. I'm about to start mixing the ingredients for that right now.
All right.
We're going to start off with a little oregano.
This is ground meat.
Yep, the ground meats I already put in a bowl. You got to put a little oregano in there. Okay. Now we're going to put a little mozzarella cheese. That should be enough. Little uncooked rice, about a 1/4 cup.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're gonna get dirty.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna start mixing it all together, get it all blended. So, and then we're gonna add some Parmesan and Romano cheese to it, so it gets a cheesy taste to it. And then we're gonna cut the stuffed peppers, cut the tops off the stuffed peppers, clean them out, and actually stuff the peppers to prepare them.
Sounds good. All right, guys, we're gonna do some massaging in there. Try to get everything incorporated with the meat. And that's what it looks like.
I'm going to add a little Parmesan and Romano to it. They added a little more flavor to it.
Okay.
And just keep mixing.
All right, guys, he's gonna mix this up, and we're gonna show you the next step.
Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna remove all the tops from the green peppers and start to clean them so we can actually put the stuffing into the pepper and get it ready for to be put into the oven. So you just cut. All you gotta do is cut close to the top. This core that's in there is fine. We're gonna be removing the core once I get them all cut. And these pieces, if you had another recipe you wanted to use them for, you could use them. Otherwise, what I do is throw them away.
All right, we're gonna toss those away. And we're gonna continue with the rest of them. It's about 8, and we'll show you the next step.
I added a little garlic powder and a little
Onion powder.
onion powder. Thank you.
And we added a little bit of water because it was a little thick, so we added just a little bit of water to loosen everything up.
As you're doing it, you can pick a little up, and it should run off the spoon. If you don't want it to sit there and adhere to the spoon and stay there, you should be able to shake it, get most of it off. Right now, it's got to boil a little. It's like I raise the temperature up to high, and I'm stirring it so the ingredients will get mixed in, and we'll let it boil up a little bit, and then we'll put it down and simmer it, and let it cool off a little bit so we can handle it when we do. It's used to cover the stuffed peppers once they're stuffed.
Cool. All right, we'll show you guys the next step after this. All right, guys, we got the sauce going. This is what it looks like. It's popping because the heat is on there, so it's gonna pop. So please be careful and what you're doing. But it smells really good, really, really good. We got a pan here ready for the stuffed peppers to get placed in and to put in the oven to bake. Over here, we got the meat all done and ready to be stuffed in here. So my dad's gonna take over.
Okay, from here, we're now ready to stuff the peppers. It's very, very easy to do, but you're going to get messy hands. Just grab a little of the mixture, the meat, get it in a little ball, push it into the bottom. You want to get it as down deep as you can into it, and then just keep filling it until you come level to the top or above. And what you're doing is you're compacting the meat. It's gonna come out like a solid piece of meat inside the pepper, and that's what one looks like.
Nice. That looks good.
Put it in the pan, and then we take the next one. Do the same thing. It's just repeating it over and over, just to get all. We're gonna make 6, as in beef, and 2 in chicken. So, and right now we're just working on the beef ones.
All right, guys, we're back. We're moving on to the next step, which is adding the sauce to the peppers before it goes into the oven. All right, we got our oven preheated at 350 to bake these off. All right.
Okay, you also may be curious about why there's the toothpicks in 3 out of the 8 stuffed peppers, because we have people in the house that do not eat beef or pork, and they only eat chicken, so I made 3 just in chicken alone. And to identify them, because once they're in the oven and get coated with the sauce, we won't be able to distinguish them between each one of them. So we put a toothpick in it to identify them so we know which ones that belong to that person. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use a ladle, and we're going to take the sauce that's in here. Let's get this off here. We're going to get the sauce off the cover first, because with all the splattering, it goes onto the cover. And I'm going to put it off to the side. And then, little pot holder. I'm going to grab hold. Okay. I'm going to grab the pot. Okay, I'm going to tilt it so I can get the ladle in it, because I want to make sure that the ladle is full. Scrape it off the edge so I don't drip it all over the stove. And we're going to start pouring it across the top. Each one will get some. And we
That looks good already to eat, but it has to cook, guys.
And we just keep pouring until we get them off to the side. Whoop, we got one that fell over. Okay. And we're going to put a little of the sauce down in the bottom of the pan also, so it will sit there and more or less boil the bottoms. So this one's going to fill up, so we're not going to go over the edge. Okay, go to the next one. Add a little to it. And if your sauce is a little thick, you can always take and spread it out by using the bottom of the ladle to go over the edges. Okay, just a little bit. I'll pull that up. Okay, now we're going to take a little, and we're going to line the bottom. Just a little bit on the bottom is all you need. There we go.
That looks good.
Yeah, we'll leave that in there.
We got one overboard.
We're gonna fix this one. Just reach in there. It's gonna be a little warm because the sauce is warm. And then
There we
okay.
go.
Another perfect sauce. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover it with a sheet of aluminum foil to put it in so the tops don't get burned to them. Okay, we're gonna a couple of pieces to put on the foil. We're gonna go sideways on them. There's one. And the second one. Perfect. Then we're gonna take it. Oh, and it's a little heavy, so be prepared. And we're gonna. It's on bake.
Center rack, yeah.
It's on bake. We're gonna put it on the bottom.
Oh, okay. So we
Okay.
put it on the bottom rock, not the center, okay? And we're gonna close this and let it go. How long do we cook this for?
We're gonna cook it for about maybe 30 minutes, and then we're gonna check it. And if it's still raw, which it's going to be, we're gonna open the cover just a little bit and then sit there and put it back in for probably another hour. So about an hour and a half to 2 hours, it'll be completed, and you'll be able to serve it. Before you serve it, let it cool down, because I haven't met a single individual that can cut one of those open and eat it right away. Okay?
Yeah, no, piping hot.
Did you guys meet me?
And the rest of the sauce that's left over, as you can see in here, there's plenty of sauce still left over. That's for when it comes out of the oven and put on a plate. You put a little sauce on it, and break out your Parmesan or oregano cheese, sit it on the table so people can put a little more cheese on it.
Nice.
And have at it.
Sounds amazing,
All right,
guys.
guys, we'll see you when it's done.
What time is it?
It's 1:09.
So approximately 2 o'clock.
We're gonna take a look at it again. All right. Good. All right, guys. It's been about 40 minutes that we popped that in the oven. We're gonna pull it out right now, take a look at it, and see what it looks like. Come on.
Ooh, that smells good.
You just push that over a little. Yeah.
There we go.
Good.
Get it from this side.
Wow.
Thank you. Okay, we're cooking nicely.
It's soft, as you can see that. It's very soft.
It's like you can actually. They're not too soft yet.
Yeah, it's still firm on the outside, but the inside,
But they're getting there.
yeah. That
So-
looks amazing.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a ladle. I'm gonna go down here and kind of pick up a little bit of the sauce and put them up on the top, if I can. There we go. Just a little more on top, so they won't dry out. We don't want them to dry out. Around. Look, that one's got a thing in it. Yeah, but I just having it. There we go. And you can see it's thickening up a little bit. That's because
Yeah.
the water that was included in the paste is starting to dry out. it's evaporated, so. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it back in the oven, but we're gonna put it back in without the aluminum foil on top, so it starts to brown up just a little bit, and it's gonna go for another probably half hour to 45 minutes.
Yep, sounds good. Alright guys, we're back. We actually have to pull this out of the oven because as you can see, it's starting to dry up on the top. And when that starts to happen, we're gonna cover it back again with the aluminum foil and put it back in the oven to cook through. Alright?
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand this one back up again.
It fell. It collapsed.
Oh, it's almost cooked.
Yeah. Oh, you can feel it. Yeah.
Oh, we're getting wild.
Got a live one there, huh?
It doesn't want to go where I want it to. Yeah, they're almost done. There we go.
Okay, that works.
And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put some more of the sauce on it so to stop it from drying out before we cover it. This way it will not dry out too badly. Of course, if it dries out, it's going to get tough. Okay? Got a little sauce left. Take some of it. Just put a little on each one.
Wow, that looks amazing, guys.
A little more. We're almost there.
That looks really good. It does. It really does.
Okay. You can also tell
I'm getting hungry.
you can also tell they're almost done because of the if you look at the green pepper itself, you'll find little wrinkles in the side of it. That means that the green pepper is getting really soft. So, put our aluminum foil back on. Let's try this out. And on that side, just enough so it won't.
Alright guys, we're going to pop this back in the oven, let it continue cooking. When it's almost done or completely done, we'll show you the next step, alright? See you then.
So we tasted the food, the bell pepper, and now my dad, David's going to taste it. How is it?
I'll discard of this for you guys. You guys don't
Really
want to
good.
taste this. I'll get rid of it, guys.
Don't
Oh my god.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this video.
Oh my god.
And
Thank you, Isabella.
Let me tell you guys something, man. I'm sorry. It's falling out of my mouth. The bell peppers make such a big difference in flavor. It's a really, it adds so much better. Trust me, guys. You guys gotta try the recipe. Just make sure you follow step by step as my dad and my wife show you guys how it's done. Well, my dad mainly because this is his recipe and how he gets it done. Oh, I've been asking him for years. At least what is it? At least a good 6-7 years I've been asking you to make this now.
Mm-hmm.
At least a good 6-7 years we had this, and I've been asking for a long time to make this, and he finally made it, and it's great, guys. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and enjoy. And if you have any pictures, videos you want to post or add your comments, regardless of what it is, guys, add it. We'll see you in the next one.